Welcome to this match between the Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777, and Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. The Tigers and the Lions, the Cats there. And that match is going to be underway in just about 10 minutes here, as the news from the ground, just looking at how beautiful it is here today. Had 2 days of really terrible weather here in the Cape. Some very bad damages from wind and also from rain over the last 2 days. We were fortunate to get a match in yesterday, and it looks like today is really set fair. You can see the field looking beautiful, sunny skies above, a little bit of cloud, but this really is a wonderful setting for cricket. You're with me, James King, the Cape Fox, and with me, Mubin Mohammed.
Good morning, James. It's a great honor here to be with you. And yes, what a beautiful morning here in Cape Town. The sun is out, and we see a little bit of a breeze here, James. But some nice weather today for the cricketers.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be a very good day of cricket. One feels this clash between these two very, very important, as they are both sitting on number 5 and 6 on the log, and whoever wins today does stand a chance of getting through to the 3 and 4 position. So we are shortly going to be taking the pitch report and the toss as we look forward to this. Morning, and just looking at the pitch, same pitch we used yesterday for the match that was able to be played yesterday, and it's a pretty good surface. Just looking at it again, going down here, nice and firm, maybe a little bit of moisture here underneath early on, but that's going to dry out with the overhead conditions. Looks like the ball will probably come on quite nicely, quite hard, the surface, and a nice little bit of grass on top. So as you might hear, I'm not sure what the teams are going to do at the toss, but could be good to bat or bowl on, I think, this morning. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. So from the pitch report now, over to the toss. We're here at Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League at T10. This is match 25 between Kraaifontein Cricket Club and Tygerberg Cricket Club. Kraaifontein Cricket Club sponsored by Billy 777, and Tygerberg Cricket Club, the Tigers, sponsored by MG Lion. And the home captain is Daryl Losper and of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, and Daryl is going to be tossing the coin, and calling will be Ethan Adams, Tygerberg Cricket Club. And let's see what's going to happen here. Heads is the call, and it's a head. So, okay. So, Ethan, what are you deciding to do?
We're going to have a ball.
Okay. And that's been sort of the common cause or theme across the tournament so far. What do you think the wicket looks like?
Yeah, the wicket is not... There was a bit of rain last night, so the outfield's a bit damped, so it's going to slow down the ball. So, and the wicket will probably be a bit sticky, and later on it will be a bit harder, so it will be easier to bat on.
Okay, very good. And this is a must-win game for both of these teams, so it really is a bit like a quarter-final for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the W with a good net run rate, and then a few teams can go our way.
Any changes to your team for today?
Yeah, we've got our Monterey Julies in, Matthew Florence, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, wishing you all the best for the match today.
Cheers, thank you.
Now, Daryl Losper, Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Daryl, would you had a bowl first?
We would probably look to bat first, to be honest. Looks like a good wicket this morning. Sun's out as well, so we'll probably look to put score on the board and hopefully put some pressure on them later. Okay, and as talking there to Athon, this really is a do-or-die effort today. Yeah, no, 100%. I think for both teams, whoever wants it can obviously take it today, but we have to rely on the result after this. But if we just take care of what we need to do this morning and hopefully come on the right side, and then whatever happens, happens this afternoon.
Well, wishing you all the best. Any changes to your team for today?
Yeah, we've got one change. Chad van der Heever comes in for Nsido Tawaku.
Well, wishing you all the best and hope it's going to be a good game.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's it from the toss. It is Tygerberg that have won the toss and decided to bowl. So it is this match between Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777, and Tygerberg, the Tigers of Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. And it's a must-win game for both of these if they want to get through potentially to that third and fourth place playoff. Let's have a look at that log so you can see both of them on 4 points, and net run rate there looking better than Belleville's net run rate, ahead of them in fourth position. That's Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. Those two teams at the top we know already qualified for the first and second eliminator, so they're definitely in with a chance. And above that, so below that, Victoria and Belleville both on 6 points with 1 to play. Milnerton, who we're going to see later on today, have still got a chance of getting closer, and they play Belleville later on this afternoon. That is going to be a big game, with Belleville on a minus 1.4 net run rate. And so we'll see what happens in this game. It's a very big one in terms of the context of the tournament. So just looking at the teams there, Mubin, a few changes for both the teams. We've got some big names in there. Luando Tawaku from the Western Province team, playing for the men from Kraaifontein. And so with JJ van der Sant as well, he's also a very good player, can hit the ball a long way as well. And the captain, Darryl Osper, just saying they're really confident, as well as the coach, Linton, we were speaking to earlier. And Tygerberg Cricket Club, a few changes for them, but the captain's still there, Ethan Adams, with his brother also in there, Andley Adams. Severiano Cupido, good bowler for them. And we will expect Chaden Hendricks to have something to say with the bat as well later on. And yeah, so looking forward to a good game today.
Absolutely, James. Looking forward to an excellent game here. We're in for a good contest here. And there we see the players getting ready to go onto the field.
And the umpires will shortly be making their way out onto the field. So our umpires today, Ivan and Jacob de Jong. And it's Ivan Bylaws de Jong and Jacob Slow Poison de Jong. And we have with us here, next to us here as the third umpire, is Mawande Energizer Chambai. He's our third umpire today. And we'll make sure that those third umpire decisions on the line calls are done most certainly, as we see the players making their way out into the middle. So opening the batting for the team here from the Kraaifontein Club, we have number 2, and we have Ronwyn Costin. He's got 4 innings so far, 64 runs, and there with him in the middle we have, I think it is the number, what number is that there? Mubin going out to join him in the middle. JJ van der Sant, the tall man. He's played 4 innings and 61 runs so far. Saw him in the T20 tournament in the Boerland, and he can certainly hit the ball a long way. JJ van der Sant, also the wicketkeeper for this particular team. So it's going to be interesting to see number 14, JJ van der Sant. Number 2, Ronwyn Costin, and let's see who's going to be opening the bowling for the team from Tygerberg, the Tygerberg Tigers. So it is going to be that man, I think it's number 5, opening the bowling for them, and that's Jason Fontaine. Jason will be coming in from the southern end of the ground, the town end. Bowling towards us here at the golf course end, northern end of the ground, where we are commentating from. And Jason, he's played 3 matches. He's bowled 1 over, not yet taken a wicket. He'll be looking to break that duck today.
Absolutely, James, I actually know Jason's brother, Darren Fontaine. He actually studied with me. Great family and great guy.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Part of the Fontaine clan. There's a lot of Fontaines here down in the Cape. And many of those you will know from international honours. There's Jason going to be starting with his right arm off breaks. And that's a big appeal straight up front, but I think it was a little bit of bat perhaps involved there. Waiting for the signal from the umpire. And there is no signal leg bias. So yeah, a little bit of bat involved. That one angled into him, but looked like it was missing the leg stump anyway. A good start from Jason Fontaine. And let's see how he's going to go here. Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion. That's another good delivery on the line of middle and leg. They're only going to get through for one. There is that man out there in the deep. And so just the single as we've got that backward point. Interesting field setting, that one. That position Mabeen has come into its own in recent times. It's not really a backward point. It's not really a wideish third. It's more like between the two.
Sort of a makeshift position there.
And it goes there in between the man at 45 on the offside and that man at that backward point. And it's just tossed in, but not before they've got back for two. So a good start, just looking at the first three balls, 4 off it, and that's good omen for this team from Kraaifontein.
Yeah, good start here from Kraaifontein.
Oh, toss that up beautifully, but it hit it up into the air and it just falls away from the bowler and can't get around to take the catch. Got a bit of a top edge on that one.
There's also a bit of a spin there, good spin there, James.
Yeah, it looks like it. Ooh. Oh, he's played that beautifully. Has that gone far enough? Or is it, oh, the man at long on just doesn't get around to take that one. And that, we think, may have gone, is it for a 6 or has it gone for a 4? Waiting for the signal from the umpire. That's Ivan, I think it's Ivan Bylaws de Jong at the other side there. Just waiting for the signal to come through. We'll have a look now and see. Comes down the wicket, gets it, but not perhaps all of it. And it's, it's a teaser. A real teaser here. He can't quite get there, and it does just go over the boundary. That'll be the first maximum signal there. In fact, that's Jacob de Jong at the southern end of the ground. So Jacob just signalling that one has gone over for 6. First maximum of the innings.
Excellent shot there. Great 6 by JJ. Unfortunately, the fielder could not take that there. Good effort, though.
A tall, strong man, JJ van der Sant. Say, featured in that Borland T20 competition. It was really good.
Bit of a wide delivery there. Sliding down leg, James.
It's again, well, yeah, it was, but it may well have been a pre-planned thing as stumping potentially happening here. We're waiting now. I think there's going to be a call for the third umpire. It's umpire de Jong, Ivan, at this side has got to make that decision. Did he get his foot back in time? I don't know. I don't think so. No, he didn't. Looks like maybe the decision from a one-day energizer Chamba is going to be an easy one. And he does indeed, and that decision is out, and JJ van der Sant is gone. That is a really close decision, but some great work there by the keeper for Tygerberg. And that keeper is Junaid Kasim. Fantastic work by him behind the stumps. Just dragged his foot forward. As I say, it may well have been a planned move.
Yeah, indeed, James. I thought for a moment there, Jason Fontaine was a bit wide and a bit loose, but it worked out in the end. Great stumping there from Junaid Kasim.
Yeah, that's a huge wicket. JJ van der Sant, so dangerous. We saw that with the previous delivery. Hits him for 6, and then he says, no way, I'm not going to let you get away with this. Slides it down the leg side. Great take, and gets his man just out of his ground. Great decision there from the umpires to refer that one. It's umpire Ivan Bylaws de Jong this side, and he knows his rules. He knows his laws of cricket. And it's going to be Lwando Tuaku coming in now for the men from Kraaifontein. And it's 5 innings for him, 31 runs. And he's also done a little bit of bowling. But he's known to be a man who can certainly bat and hit that ball. So let's see what he's got up his sleeve for today. The right-hander and taking guard right now from Jacob de Jong.
Yeah, 11 for 1. A new man at the crease. Wando.
And we're still waiting for that update on the wides. I think it's 12 for 1. Just waiting for the wide ball to be updated on the scorecard. One ball left in the over. What we do know is they have lost the 1 wicket. And that JJ Fanasan stumped off a wide ball. Brilliant work from Junaid Kasim behind the stumps. And that's just not sort of dobbed into the leg side. I didn't quite know what to say. He just really played that one very, very calmly into the leg side and went through for the single. So it is the end of the over, and the score now 13 for the loss of 1. So it has been a good over, in fact, I'd say, for the men from Kraaifontein from a runs point of view, but they didn't want to lose JJ Fanasan so early.
Yeah, good first over for them. 13 runs taken off that first over. Unfortunately, just losing that wicket. It was a bit of a Chucha's wicket there, James. For a moment, we thought that was going to be called a wide. But then the wicketkeeper took that ball very quickly and stumped out JJ van der Stent. And he's also a wicketkeeper, by the way, as well.
Yeah, he is tall man, but very strong. And if he'd been in for some time, you reckon they would have caused some damage already, having hit a 6. But it's down to these two now to make sure that they don't lose any more wickets within this power play. Luanda Tuaku and the other man at the crease at the moment for them is Ronwin Carsten. And it's going to be Tuaku facing, and he plays that nicely into the leg side. It's the bowler, Andley Adams, who picks that one up. I think this is Andley that's into bowl now. It is indeed.
He's Andley. Great start there. Good Yorker in the block hole. James, good start for him. Good positive start.
Yeah, it's what you want here. Nothing, you don't want anything short. You don't want anything in the slots, particularly with this being the power play overs. Only 2 men allowed outside the ring. And those 2 men at this stage, we've got one down there at third. I think that's the only one outside the ring at the moment. That's beautifully played into the offside. In fact, second man outside the ring, who I couldn't see, is hiding behind the pillar. And he's in front of that Taj 777 sign out there at cover, as we have our big supporter there, man who often waves the flag for us.
Yeah, that's indeed that fan there. No Vuvuzela today, James. But he's here today.
Oh, nicely played once again, and they're going to go through for a single. Nicely fielded in the covers there. And that fielder is Severiano Cupido. Going to see him bowling, no doubt. Big smile on his face. He's managed to get down and field that one as Andley Adams once again comes to the top of his mark. Nice, friendly young man, Andley Adams. We know him. He's done a bit of work for us in the background from a pitch vision point of view as well. A good bowling from Andley Adams. Just short of a length. That's where you want it to be.
Absolutely. James is keeping it. He's bowling good lines here, keeping it tight and not conceding runs, most importantly. That's critical in this format in T10.
Well, yeah, even a single sometimes can feel like a dot ball in this format. Got to get off to a good start. You want to be at least between that sort of 25-30 region after your first 3, if not more, and not having lost too many wickets. So this will be the target for Kraaifontein. Tygerberg will be desperately wanting to take another wicket. That's a very good shot. Pierces the gap through extra cover, but the man coming round from long off is going to come round. He's going to make sure they only keep it down to 2. And that is some good work by the man in the deep there, Ayabongo Ngondo. And he's come round and fielded that one really nicely. Just 5 off the over so far. 18 for the loss of 1. Oh, nicely played again, straight down to the same man, Ngondo here in front of us at long off. And it's just the single. So 6 off the over from Andley Adams. They'll be happy with that return, will Tygerberg. And Kraaifontein Cricket Club progress to 19 for 1. They won't be unhappy with that. just perhaps that one wicket that they could have couldn't have afforded to lose. But 7 off 2 deliveries for JJ Fanasani. He certainly didn't hang around.
Yeah, I think Andy Adams will be happy with his first over there. Only conceded 6 runs. It's basically a runner ball. So good start from Andy Adams. And yes, for Kraaifontein Cricket Club, they are in a good position here. 19 for 1 after 2 overs, so good start for them.
Yeah, it's going to be Jason Fontaine to continue from the town end of this ground here at Tygerberg Cricket Club. Beautiful setting for cricket, and the ground staff here have done a fantastic job to make sure we have got cricket today after the really bad weather of the last couple of days here in Cape Town. Oh, comes down the wicket, and they're going to go through for the single. That's good running, and I think he's safe. However, it is going to be umpire Ivan Bylaws de Jong going to be referring through to Mwande Chambai, umpire here, third umpire. He's going to have a look because the batter didn't run his bat in, and that could be really dangerous for him. We're going to have a look at the decision now, see what's going to happen here, and he plays it into the leg side, and coming through quickly for that run is Tuaka, and it looks like he might be out. It does look a bit, oh my goodness, didn't roll his bat in, and the bail is dislodged. And what's the decision going to be? We're waiting for it, waiting for the decision from the umpire, and it is going to be coming through very shortly, you feel. And that looks like the bail is dislodged and the bat is in the air, and that is criminal. And the decision, pending decision, is going to be out. It is indeed, and that's brilliant work done there by the men in the deep. And he comes in and he throws it in, and the batter doesn't run his bat in. And that's why umpire de Jong on field went for the referral, and what a great referral it was. Brilliant stuff from the umpires.
A superb throw there from the captain, Ethan Adams, as well. Unfortunately, the batsman did not put his bat down in the crease in time. Something you get taught at basic cricket levels when you're at junior cricket levels, James. Always make sure your bat's sliding in.
You always run your bat in. And it's captain now for the team from Kraaifontein, Daryl Losper. He's going to be coming to the wicket, and he's played 6 innings, 120 runs, so that's really good work from him. 20 average as Luando Tuaku has to make his way back very disconsolately, it must be said. Should have had his bat run down there. He would have been in.
That's not very good cricket there, James. So he has to walk, unfortunately.
Something that was drilled into you as a young cricketer there at Wynberg Boys High, Mubin.
I beg your pardon, it's Rondebosch.
Oh, sorry, Rondebosch. Well, there we go. See, got to plug in for both of those schools. Sorry.
Absolutely, James. But yeah, that's the basics you get taught. Always slide your bat in and make sure it's over that line, most importantly. That is the key part.
So a great start to the over for the men from Tygerberg. The Tigers, they're roaring at the moment here. 2 wickets down. And that's nicely played by Daryl Losper into the leg side. Just through for the singles. Now him and Ronwin Carson, they're going to want to make sure they can build this particular partnership.
Just touching on both wickets, James. Both wickets were taken in very unfortunate circumstance. The one was a wide that got stumped out, and the next one was batsman not putting his bat in properly. So 2 unfortunate wickets lost.
Very good shot, but the fielder there just slipping, unfortunately, and on the ground, not able to get that ball in. But he fielded that well. It was hit with quite a lot of power by Ronwin Carson, and he managed to go through for just the single. Yeah, as you were saying, would have been very difficult if you look at that. They're just coming out of his crease and then just not running his bat in. So, yeah, it really was just overbalancing perhaps JJ Fanasani as he came forward to that one down the leg side. Still thinking perhaps it was a planned move by Jason Fontaine and the wicketkeeper Junaid Kasim. My word, that was close to bowling him. Had there been another wrapping on the stump there of the sponsor's logo, I think he would have been bowled.
Yeah, that was very close. Unfortunately, just missed the stumps there. But nicely taken by the wicketkeeper Junaid Kasim.
Oh, he's shown himself to be an outstanding wicketkeeper so far. That's too short, but it's up in the air. Is it going to be out? No, it's over his head, and that's also gone for 6. And umpire Jacob Slow Poison de Jong raises his arms to the sky, but he's got his feet on the ground, as all umpires do.
Great shot there, Darryl Losper. Going downtown nice and early, hitting it over the boundary for 6. Unfortunately, the fielders could not cut that off.
No, it's the that man Severiano Cupido again, and now we have umpire Ivan de Jong signalling that it's the end of the power play. The first power play, 3 overs gone, and 27 for 2. So I think they'll be happy with the number of runs, 9 and over batting at, but those 2 wickets that are the issue. And both of those wickets, really great work from the wicket keeper and in the field from the men from Tygerberg. The Tigers, sponsored by MG Lion. It's Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. And it's going to be a change of bowling from the commentary box end. That's the golf course end. Going to be number 3 for Tygerberg Cricket Club, Joshua Lowe. And he's going to be wanting to make sure that he can get another wicket, keep it tight as we go into the 4th over here. He's away from us now. Oh, nice one on the line of middle and leg from the left arm orthodox spinner. And he's going to be wanting to get this ball to just pitch and move away from the right-handers.
I was about to say, he needs to pitch that ball nicely up. Perhaps get some use, a bit of turn or get some purchase there, you know. Let's see what he can do here.
2 wickets for him so far, just the 4 overs in the tournament. Only played the 3 games, but he's going to be in now. He looks like he's eager to go in and get a wicket here for his team. It's a bit short and wide, but there's protection out in the deep, and the man on the cover boundary comes in and feels that one, just not able to take that difficult throw coming in to the wicket keeper.
Yeah, James is touching on. We look at that current run rate at the moment. It's 8.7 over, and the projected total 90, James.
Yeah, it'll be competitive total 90. Nicely played, as it's going to be Andy Adams in front of us, comes in, fields, and throws it into the bowler. Got a good strong arm, Andy Adams. Good fielder, good bowler. He's really done well in the tournament so far. Another very nice delivery, and just giving himself a bit of room there is the captain, Darryl Losper. And he's going to be looking to add to that average of 20. Ronwin Costin, it is 11 off 11, 9 off 6 for Darryl Losper.
Coming down
Beautiful shot again, wasn't it? Played it out to that man in the cover. Lovely looking flow of the bat.
Indeed, James. He's looking to score. Showing his intent coming down the crease. Unfortunately, could only get 1 run there. But these 2 rotating the strike nicely, James.
They are indeed. It's only 5 off the over so far. They're going to be wanting to finish big here. Oh, it's played really hard out into the legs, into the offside, and they just don't get through for the 2 yet again, as it's 6 singles off the over. And these guys, once again, they're singing that Beyonce song, All the Single Runners, as they take 6 singles in that over. And yeah, indeed, fantastic stuff.
Yeah, just keeping that score ticking there, taking those singles. And there we're looking at the bowling card so far. See Jason Fontaine, Andy Adams and Joshua Lowe used so far. And the wicket taken there from Jason Fontaine was gone for 1 wicket for 20 runs so far.
Yeah, so he's taking a bit of stick, 2 sixes off his bowling, but he has been able to make sure that he can get that wicket with JJ Fanasan. Very dangerous man, as is this man at the crease at the moment, Darryl Losper. And it is a change of bowling. It's going to be the captain, Ethan Adams. It's going to be coming in to bowl, the brother of Andy Adams. So Ethan going to be the one bowling. And there we go. It's 12 of 12 for Ronwin, 10 off 7 for Darryl. And it's going to be Ronwin, so it's going to be Darryl on strike, as Ethan Adams coming in towards us from the town end. And he's taken 6 wickets. Outstanding stuff from him. He's already bowled 12 overs in the competition. So outstanding stuff. And he's also been economical. He's coming in towards us now. Ooh, what a beauty. My word. First up. Haven't seen much movement today, but that one spat up off a length and just over the top or just wide of that off stump. What a great delivery, and flew through to Junaid Kasim behind the stumps. So just a reminder, at the end of this over, we're going to have the strategic timeout brought to you by Golf Ticket, the Golf Ticket strategic timeout. Pulls that one across the line, and that's going to go straight down to the man at long on just for the single, as now in the outside of the initial power play, allowed to have 5 men outside the ring, and that's what they've got. They've got 2 men, one at deep mid-wicket, one at long on, one long off, a man at deep cover, man at third. Just angles into and plays it quite well in the end. That ball bouncing again. He's getting some beautiful bounce off the surface.
He's getting nice bounce, getting nice swing, and he's been very economical so far during this tournament. Ethan Adams leading from the front as the captain.
I was going to say, backing up his decision to bowl first, Ethan Adams. And he said he didn't know really how the wicket was going to play, and that's a leg by, just into the leg side there. Oh, what a good delivery. He's really keeping it there.
On the money so far, yeah.
He is on the money, and he was on the money earlier on today when he called at the toss. He said, I want that 5 rand coin to have a head up, and it did indeed. He certainly called it, and he made sure that he wanted to bowl first, and perhaps that would be now a good decision looking at this. Just 2 more balls until we get to the strategic timeout, brought to you by Golf Ticket. Andy Adams just coming in from his position at third, deep on the boundary, and what they've done is put a man out to deep square leg. I reckon he's going to be attacking the stumps again here, Ethan Adams. And he does bowl that one down the leg side, goes straight to the man at 45, short on the fine leg area, and just the single. 3 off the over only so far. It's been brilliant over from Ethan Adams. And 12 for both of the batters there. 36 for 2 after 5 or 4.5. Not quite what they would have wanted after being 27 for 1 in the power play. 2 overs now gone for very little. Another good delivery. Bowling to his field here, Ethan Adams. And that's down to that man at 45 again. It's fielded left arm. And it's going to be single. And so we have the Golf Ticket strategic timeout. And I'm going to hand over here to our man who's going to tell you some more.
और दोस्तों इसी बीच समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। ये है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड एंड एब्सोल्युटली रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप भी golfticket.com पे लॉगिन करें, रजिस्टर करें और खेलिए किस्मत का खेल। गल्फ टिकट पे आप करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पा सकते हैं और अपने सपनों को पूरा कर सकते हैं। गल्फ टिकट पे रजिस्टर करिए, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट ही है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। अपने लक को आजमाइए और अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए। ओनली विद गल्फ टिकट, शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। गल्फ टिकट न कि सिर्फ स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट के स्पॉन्सर हैं, बल्कि वो इस खूबसूरत सी लीग केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल, इसके भी स्पॉन्सर्स हैं। आप देख सकते हैं हमारी प्यारी सी गोल्फ कार्ट मैदान के बीचों बीच पहुंच चुकी है। प्लेयर्स अपनी ड्रिंक्स एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, स्ट्रेटजीज बना रहे हैं, और ये सिर्फ मुमकिन हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स। मैं एक बार फिर अपने दर्शकों को याद दिला दूं कि गल्फ टिकट ही है गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। ये है फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड एंड एब्सोल्युटली रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप भी golfticket.com पर लॉगिन करें, रजिस्टर करें और खेलिए किस्मत का खेल। गल्फ टिकट पे आप करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पा सकते हैं और अपने सपनों को पूरा कर सकते हैं। और इसी बीच छठे ओवर की शुरुआत, और अब मैं हैंड ओवर करूंगा हमारे कमेंटेटर को टू टेक यू फॉरवर्ड द गेम।
Welcome back to Cape Town here, the Durbanville Cricket Club, and I'm joined by my fellow commentator, the Fox, James King. And James, the next game coming up, we have the Molten Cricket Club, sponsored by Laws Exchange. They'll be taking on the Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetPix, and that match is match 26. James, and back to the action.
Yeah, massive match coming up later on. Nice played down the ground, and bowler coming on now, new bowler for the team here. It's Ayabong Ngondo, and he's done really well with that first delivery. And all excitement here because these two playing off for a potential place in the playoffs. And you look at that match coming up later on, Belleville Cricket Club, they need a win. If they don't get a win, they could be overtaken by one of these teams in that third and fourth position. Milnerton, the only chance they've got is to win that game. Outside the off stump, he plays that. He sort of backs away a little bit, perhaps too much. And that was a very good delivery there from Ayabonga Ngondo.
Yeah, good delivery there from Ayabonga Ngobo.
He's played that one out into the leg side. It's in the air, but it's going to bounce very safely ahead of the man in the deep, Severiano Cupido. He's done some good fielding in the previous matches as well. Severiano going to be a key man here for this team from Tygerberg. The Tygerberg Tigers can be batting later on, and that's played up in the air, and that looks like it might be a catch. And he's dropped it. Oh my goodness gracious me. He's dropped that one. But Jason Fontaine it is who's put that one down. And he came in, looked like he was settled okay underneath it, but he now concedes just the 2 runs off that. Didn't get all of that at all, the batter there, Ronwin Costin. And it goes down, unfortunately, for the men from Tygerberg. Are they going to regret that particular miss? Nicely played once again out into the offside, just to extra cover. And there is just the single. So good over so far from Ayabonga Ngondo, just going for the 5. And Ayabonga going to be wanting to make sure he finishes this over well. Conversely, captain of Kraaifontein going to want to make sure this one goes out the ground, maybe. And he plays that one very nicely. And that's into the gap on the offside. And that one's gone for 4, I think, is it? And it's going to be signalled now by the umpire. Yeah, it has indeed gone through for 4. That's Ivan de Jong is signalling that as it goes very nicely over the just the one bounce, it looks like, and then into the boundary boards there. So a good shot to finish off the over. That meant the over went for 9. So it was, in fact, the men from Kraaifontein that actually finished that really well. 4 overs to go, 46 for 2. I reckon a total maybe somewhere in or around the 90 to 100 will be what they're wanting to target as an absolute minimum. Maybe 10, 11 and over from here.
I would think that 100 would be that mark they want to get. And yeah, unfortunately that drop catch the last over by Jason Fontaine. Just unfortunate. Came a little bit too late in, running from the boundary. And unfortunately dropped that catch there. He could not take it cleanly. There we see some of the repairs for the pitch there.
Yeah,
some sand coming out there.
Just coming there, I think, on the bowler's landing area. Just a little bit moist there, or just off the pitch, actually, not the bowler's landing area. Difficult from the side view. But there's a bit of moisture there, and this sawdust will be able to make sure that moisture just is soaked up quickly. I think the batters are just struggling, and maybe even the wicketkeeper struggling a little bit there, because that's the place where he's actually taking the ball. And he might be slipping in that area and get a bit of mud under those spikes. Makes it very difficult to be able to keep on your feet. And it has been that man, Junaid Kasim. He's been doing fantastic work behind the stumps, Mubin.
He's been terrific behind the stumps. And also just remember, we had a couple of days of rain here as well. So the field was a bit damp and wet. But the weather today is really nice. The sun is out. And it's great conditions for cricket here today.
Well, that's right. We had Annie singing that song yesterday. The sun will come out tomorrow. And it certainly has done. And we've got beautiful sunshine, as we have got that left arm bowler. And that is Joshua Lowe coming in for his 2nd over. Only 6 off his first over and just conceding a single now. It's going to be Captain Daryl Losper on strike. Joshua Lowe is bowling towards us from the town end of the ground. He's going to run past umpire Jacob. Slow poison de Jong soon. Oh, he misses everything there. Just as the batter indicated there, he said, just moved on off the pitch.
So a quick delivery there,
yeah,
James.
it just slid through. It probably was quicker arm there from Joshua Lowe. Tosses this one up. That's played nicely back over the bowler's head, and that might go down to the brain. Does indeed. Hit that one really well. It looked like he didn't even try to hit it, and it went beautifully over the boundary for 4. What a shot.
Well-timed shot there. Good shot. He's showing his power and his intent. Clearing that boundary for 4 runs there. Must we leave 4 runs there, James?
Oh, they needed that. They needed a boundary at least every over. 1 or 2, in fact, will help them nicely. That one's going to travel. This one's going to travel. And that's just taken the tree out over there. What a shot. My word, Daryl Losper, he's taken this and he's absolutely hammered it.
That was huge there. Great shot. Laying downtown.
That's Eugene Moley on 6-second huge. That one, my word. Beautifully cut into the offside this time. Daryl Losby got all the shots. He's taken 11 off the last 3 balls, and he's taken his total to 27 of 17, 28 of 18 now. And with him at the other end, Ron Costin, the man who opened the batting with JJ Funnasant, beautifully stumped by Junaid Kasim. Oh, couldn't get all of that there. Ronwin Carson gets through for the single. And it's the end of the over and conceded 13. That's a big over for Kraaifontein Cricket Club.
I was about to say, James, that was a big over. That was the moving over. And they all of a sudden back in this contest. As we see the score there, 59 for 2 off the 7 overs. James, I think they'll be trying for that 100 mark, hopefully.
I think definitely that 100 mark, very psychological. Get over the 100, you know you've got to score 10 and over. Puts you under pressure from the minute you get to the crease. And that's not what you want. I think a good thing to see here on the scoreboard as you look at it is extra 0. So nothing yet from them. In fact, that may not necessarily be true. There was 1 wide, we know, but that brought a wicket. So it is later on today, the Stags of Milnerton Cricket Club from Lord's Exchange, sponsored by them. It is against Belbo Cricket Club. We've also got a tiger on their logo, sponsored by BetBrick 7. That's coming up at 1:30 p.m. South African Standard Time. 1:30. It is 1:30 South African Standard Time. Oh, that one is bouncing just short of the man, that short third. But they're through for the single. That brings Daryl Losper on strike. He's shown as he can hit the long ball.
Indeed he can, Daryl Losper. And he'll be going after this one, definitely. He's meant to look for boundaries here.
Mongo Gondo in again. And he's played that one. He's gone for that one massively. He's going to come all the way towards us here. My word, that might have gone into the camera above the sight screen there. That is a massive, and it's a no ball. Oh my word, what is happening here has gone absolute miles, and I think the cameraman had to take evasive action there. Goes straight down towards the camera, and you see it coming, and there we go. Right in front of the camera, huge one.
James, I called it. I said you'll be going for after this ball, and there it was. 7 runs off that, 6 and a no ball.
Oh, he tries to go downtown again, and maybe it would have been better trying to play it one straight rather than going across the line. So he got away with that one. Ayabong Gondo, 8 off the over so far. Kraaifontein Cricket Club, they're on fire here. Steps away once again, played beautifully into the offside, and that's gone down to the deep point boundary for 4. Nothing that the man at deep cover could do about that. Hit with great power by Daryl Losper. Just stepped away and beautifully played it into the gap. And so another boundary. And this is really making a difference for this team from Kraaifontein Cricket Club.
Absolutely great shot there. And all of a sudden, as I said, the Kraaifontein Cricket Club is back in this contest.
That one's up in the air. I think the man's underneath. He is, and he takes the catch. And that's really well done. He thought I thought he'd lost that for a minute. It was he didn't really get settled underneath it, but Daryl Losper has to go. That's a brilliant 38 of 22 deliveries. What an outstanding innings from the captain, but he just didn't get that. Stepped away perhaps a bit too much on that occasion. Got the bottom of the bat onto it, and it's young man takes that catch to backward point. So he's played a great innings here for his team. The captain, Daryl Losper, as new batter coming to the crease is Juan Collison. He's coming out there at the moment, and he'll be joining Ronwin Carson. Carson, who's been there since the beginning, as the captain should come after some applause here. He's played a great knock as Daryl Losper. He looks really upset with himself, though.
He looks very upset, but as you said, we thought for a moment there the fielder lost it, but luckily, to the surprise of the field, he actually took it.
He did look like he was a bit surprised, didn't he? He looked at the ball in his hand and said, okay, I got it. It's this white thing in my hand. Okay, so he's played 4 innings, 30 runs so far. Juan Collison, what will he be able to give us here, particularly for his team, Kraaifontein Cricket Club, as they moved on to 71 for 3 and in the 8th over, so still 2 overs to go. They'll definitely be targeting that 100-run mark.
Absolutely, but there we see the projected total is 84, but they have to go for that 100 mark.
Just stands and waits for that and then just delivers it down to the man at deep mid-wicket just for the single. So there'll be 1 ball left in the over from Ayabonga Ngondo. And what can he do with this? Number 13 on his back. Will be lucky for him. Ron Cost nearly yorks himself there. Some great work in the deep. Not quite in the deep. Perhaps just that short third position. Maybe going through for a referral here. I don't think. I think the wicketkeeper actually dropped the ball. But we're just looking at the replay.
Yeah, just have a look at the replay here. The umpire just checking here to see if the fielder's got it.
Well, this could be very interesting. And then it looks like a bat in the air again.
Yeah, just for a moment there, we're just going to have a look at the replay to see that bat is in the air.
Well, waiting to see what the decision is, whether that ball was in the hands of the wicketkeeper or whether, in fact, he dropped the ball before he broke the stumps. It's a difficult decision here for umpire Mwande Energizer Chambai, who's making the 3rd umpire decision. So let's just see if he can see what happened here. Looked to me like he didn't gather the ball and then broke the stumps. I'm not sure. Maybe he did gather the ball cleanly. It's actually into his hands. It is into his hands and takes it and then breaks the wicket, and he's short of his ground. It looks, anyway, decision. Who's going to get the benefit of the doubt here? Is there any doubt? I don't think there's any doubt, and the doubt is not there. It's out. There is no doubt that this is out. Didn't put his bat down on the ground and run it in again, and he's got to go. And there we go. It's that young man, Ronwin Carson, I think it is, that has got to make his way back to the pavilion. Is it Carson or is it the other batter who was with him? It's actually not Carson who is out there. It's in fact Juan Collison that's out. And now we see Chad van der Heever coming to the crease for this team from Kraaifontein.
Just a comment on that, James. 2nd run out. Unfortunately, the batsman not sliding his bat in. And once again, we spoke about it earlier, James. The basics of the cricket, the basics of batting. Always put your bat down once you are running and put it safely over the line.
Yeah, you run your bat in, you don't have your bat in the air, and that was again there. The crucial thing that made him out was the fact he didn't have his bat down on the ground. And we keep saying that to youngsters as they come through. Make sure you got your bat on the ground, run that bat in, especially when you're going through a tight run, and that was a really tight run. Great work again in the field.
Great work in the field, but just to add on to that, I'm sure those 2 runouts are 2 coach killers, if you could put it that way. I'm sure the coach will be very upset with those 2 runouts.
I'm sure he would. He'll be having a few heart palpitations about those, I should think. And definitely don't want to do that to your coach. And make sure that you keep that bat down when you run it in. And we've seen there's so much more these days, particularly in this type of format where the batters just seem to forget that they've got to get their bat run in on the ground. And not just at this level, but even at more senior level. Anyway, leave that for now. Our focus is really on Chad Funnenhefer and how he's going to play wicket keeper for this Kraaifontein team. Has he got the power? Has he got the finesse? Is he going to get the ball over the line? And bowler coming in from the town end, Ethan Adams. That's going to have to bowl that one again, just swinging down the leg side. Surprising how much swing he got on that.
He's been getting swing today. We saw that first 2 deliveries in his first over, got some swing, and he starts off with his second over as well, with a bit of a wide swing. But he's both very economical throughout this tournament and today as well, James.
He's been outstanding, and today really economical in his first over. Only the 3, and I've just gone for a single now.
That's a good straight at the stumps.
Yeah, as you might have heard Mubin saying there, straight at the stumps. He's bowling to his field. He's got a man at deep square. He's got a man at deep mid-wicket, man at deep long on, and a long off. He's got a man here at third. So 5 men out in the boundary, most of them on the leg side. He's going to be targeting wicket to wicket. And having said that, he goes for it, and it's on the offside, and they're not going to turn for 2. Good work. We're here by Andy Adams in the deep at third, and he makes sure they only go through for the single. So 3 off the over so far. He's gone for 6 after having only gone for 3 in his first over. Brilliant bowling from the captain of Tygerberg Tigers.
Good bowling here by Ethan Adams, the captain.
That's close to that wide line, but he actually gets away with it.
It's a dot ball, James, a dot ball.
Yeah, they're like gold. They are dot balls now. Oh, 9th and 10th overs. Any dot ball is like worth its weight in gold. I think it's worth more than that 5 Rand coin he called on earlier on today.
It's like golden eggs.
It is indeed. Just a reminder of this tournament. First prize in this tournament. They're playing for 50,000 Rand first prize. So this means a lot, and he knows the value of that, Ethan Adams. Oh, that one he lost completely, and the wicket keeper couldn't quite get down to it, and it's going to come all the way down here for 4 wide, signaled by umpire Jacob de Jong, and he just lost that completely. And in fact, pitching, fortunately for him, pitching on the pitch and then going wider still. So it wasn't signalled no ball, was signalled wide, and that's not what he wanted.
We were just praising him, James. He's been so economical in this game and throughout the tournament. Unfortunately, that one, he loses control, and that is a 4 wides there, signalled by the umpire. Was it 5?
Yeah, it'll be 5 in total. That's a very good delivery this time. The batter just moving away from his stumps, backing away, trying to make some room. And he's trying to hit that one over the offside. There's nobody in the deep at cover. And so he's got that entire ring field, trying to play it over that ring field as we look at the fielder there in the deep in front of that MG Lion sign out there. Played straight down the ground, and that's only going to go down to the man at long off. So he's come back quite nicely in the over, but he's still got 1 to go. And so far in the over, he's gone for 9 runs. But he'll be happy with 12 off 2, I'm sure, but it could have been so much better.
Could have been so much better indeed. We all know Ethan Adams' strength is bowling at the stumps and bowling straight. Should be doing that more often.
Oh, it's beautifully played down the ground, and that's gone, I think. Is that 6? It is indeed. And that's a great shot there from that man. Chad Funnenhefer is playing that. He really hit that beautifully. Just manages to clear the boundary and signaled by the fielder as he runs around. So that's exactly what Kraaifontein needed and not what Ethan Adams wanted at all.
Yeah, conceding 15 runs off his second over there, Ethan Adams. It was a bit of an expensive over. After his first over, he went for 0 for 3. And the second over was a little expensive, James.
Well, indeed. And to finish off, we're going to have Andy Adams from the commentary box end, the golf course end of the ground here at Durbanville Cricket Club. And it is a beautiful day here in the Cape after 2 or 3 days of really, really bad weather. and counting the costs of some of that gale force wind. Is almost hurricane-like it was over the weekend, and certainly driving in that was like, you felt like it was 100 kilometers an hour wind coming towards you. Made it very difficult. And then rain yesterday. It's Andy Adams. He's going to want to rain wickets here.
It's also a slow ball.
Yeah, slower ball to start off with. A really good delivery. And the man coming in quickly, and that's Severiano Cupido. He fields that one very nicely. He's been patrolling in the deep all the time here. Good fielder.
Good fielder, Severiano Cupido. And as we just said there, Andy Adams just taking the ball off there. Going with a bit of a slow ball, showing his variations, James.
Yeah, Chad Funnan here. So he got a maximum of the last ball of the last over. Is he going to go for some more maximums? They're targeting 12 more runs to get to that 100. What can Andy Adams do about that? It's a good delivery. Angling into the pads. He saw him coming down, and he managed to make sure that he couldn't get anything on it. And so just the singles, so 2 singles so far. Tensions building ahead of this final 4 deliveries of this over. Oh, that's nicely played into the offside. Just give himself a little bit of room, but he's not getting the maximums. He's not getting the boundaries.
Yeah, at this stage, they need boundaries. Singles, Tygerberg Cricket Club will be very happy with, and the bowler Andy Adams will be even more chuffed with that. But there's still 3 deliveries to come, James.
And this is just a score that's a little bit over par for this tournament. Oh, that's played very well, and it's gone between the man at backward point and third, and it's gone down to the boundary for 4, and that's exactly what Kraaifontein were looking for. What I liked about that from Funnan here, if he just stayed still in his crease, he didn't move, let the bowler make the decision rather than trying to make the decision for him. He plays that one very nicely off the outer half of the bat. He just went big at it, which is what you got to do at this stage in the innings.
You have to go big. There's only 2 balls remaining, so expect another 2 big shots coming up here, James.
Go big or go home. That's exactly what the motto is here. And he's in away from us now. It goes down, down. Oh, my word. What a great attempt there from Jason Fontaine. Is it on the boundary there? Bong and Gondo, sorry. And he tries his hardest, just gets his hand on it, but he can't keep it in, and that's gone over his head for 6. What a good shot from Chad Funnan here. He just didn't quite get all of it, and if he'd been back on the boundary, he would have probably taken that.
Good shot and great effort. Yeah, James, that's a debate for another day. Whether you walk in from the boundary or you stay on the boundary, that's another debate for another day.
So KCC, Kraaifontein Cricket Club, they got 100 for 4. That's what they were looking for. That's a very good delivery to finish off, and that's just the one for the over, and that's the end of the innings. And they got exactly 100 for 4 after their 10 overs, and that's an easy one from a run rate point of view. Exactly 10 and over, and what a good innings this has been from Kraaifontein. They've really set this up, and a good target there for Tygerberg to chase.
Good target, 100. The projected total was 97, but they reached that 3-figure figure of 100. So well done to Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Good first innings, good batting. And yeah, it's going to be a tough task here for Tygerberg. But they can do it here, James.
They can indeed. Tygerberg, they've played well in the tournament so far, perhaps being 5th belies. In fact, how well they've played a couple of close games, and Kraaifontein as well. Just a chance there for Tygerberg. You'd reckon, I think that 100, based on what we saw yesterday and what we've seen today, probably is closest to a par score for this, and they'll be very happy with that, I would think. Kraaifontein Cricket Club gives them something to bowl at. Does mean that the guys from Tygerberg, the Tigers, they're going to have to go right from the word go. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to be taking a bit of a break, and you're going to be able to see the highlights from the first innings. And just a reminder that the match coming up later on today, 1:30 p.m. South African Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. UAE time, 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Milnerton Cricket Club, the Stags of Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lords Exchange against the Tigers of Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. And that match coming up a little bit later on today, live on YouTube at CCCL. That's the Golf Ticket presents Cape Club Cricket League T10. And we hope you'll join us for that. And from us, for the moment, it's goodbye. So we're here at the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10, and we're going to having a word with the coaches right now. Firstly, the coach from Tygerberg Tigers, and that is Bryn Barros, just coming through to have a word with us this morning. Tygerberg winning the toss and deciding to have a bowl this morning. Bryn, if you could just come a little bit closer to me, please. That's lovely, thank you. So, been a reasonable tournament for you so far. Today's an all-out do-or-die match.
Morning. Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely is a do-or-die. We came to win. It's been a good experience for us, actually. You know, the games that we've played, we've ran a lot of teams close. We just couldn't get that ugly win, you know, that one wicket win or win by one run or things like that. But that's just how the game goes, unfortunately.
So today it's It's between 5 plays 6 here, and whoever wins this, depending on perhaps some of the other results, still stands a chance of getting into the top 4.
Yeah, look, I think we made it a little difficult for ourselves in the beginning, and now we have to sort of rely on other things to play in our favour. But the only thing that we can do really is in our control, and that's prepare as well as we can and get the win.
You bowling first on the surface, and was the guys from Kraaifontein said they perhaps would have had a bat anyway, so it could be quite an even contest.
Yeah, look, I think the trend has been to bowl first. It gives you a little bit more control. With regard to the batting, you know, we can only play what's in front of us really. So I'm happy that we won the toss and we're bowling. So we just have to go out and execute. That's been a little bit of an issue for us of late. So we want to make sure that we get a lot more clinical today.
I know there's some changes from the teams with schools having started and universities and that, but confident you guys can get over the line today?
Yeah, we are. We definitely back our skills for today. We've got about 3 changes for the day as well. So the guys that are coming in as well are very skilled. So we back them to the hilt. And then it's just, again, about us going out and making sure we do the job.
Well, wishing you all the best for the match today. Hope it goes well for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now we're going to have Linton Phillips coming in from the Kraaifontein team. And Linton, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, very good, thank you. How are you guys doing today?
We're good, ready for the game. It is a big one, but I think the boys are calm and just going out to enjoy ourselves.
I think that's the most important thing. You had a lot of fun in the tournament so far?
Yeah, it's been absolutely amazing. The boys had so much fun, but the competitiveness nature of the game just comes in now at the back end, knowing that a win might just secure your top 4 spot.
Well, there we go. This is a match between number 5 and number 6, so it is effectively a quarter-final.
Yeah, look, obviously it's a quarter final, but a win will put us in a good position, and then just depending on other results. It's not something that we wanted at the beginning of the tournament, but hey, that's cricket and it's something you can't control.
Yes, I mean, whatever is within your control today is just to go out there and play as best as you can.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we had the chat this morning. We're just saying control the controllables and trust the process, and the result will take care of itself.
So at the toss was your captain, Daryl, who was saying that he probably would have had a bat first anyway, so you perhaps got what you wanted?
Yeah, the deck does look hard. The outfield is a bit wet, but I think we'll make use of the conditions first. The ball should come on nicely. It might be a bit sticky up front, but I think from a batting point of view, giving yourself a chance, trying to eliminate the dot balls, which has been our issue in the tournament. And I think we've had a chat and discussion about that. So we back our batters, and to go out there, scoreboard pressure in a game like this is always a tough one. So setting the total and just going to back our bowlers, they've done very well in the tournament.
Well, wishing you all the best for today, and hope that it's going to be a good game out there.
Definitely will do. Thanks so much, man. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you very much, and that's all from the coaches, and back to the commentators. So we're back with us now and looking at these beautiful views of the mountains there in and around the suburb of Durbanville here in Cape Town. Just a little bit away from the city centre, probably about 30 kilometres to the northeast of the city centre. And you can see there, mountains in the distance, this ground set fair and the sponsors there in front of us. Many of them here for these teams, and it is going to be one of those teams Tygerberg Cricket Club, they need 101 to win, and the batters that will be going out for them into the middle. We're going to have a look at that now from their point of view and see who is going to be going out into the middle. It looks like it might be number 10. We'll have a look at now as we see the umpires Ivan and Jacob de Jong going out, followed very soon by the batters, and that is indeed number 10. It is Severiano Cupido and Chaden Hendricks, both of whom have been in good form so far in this tournament. And the men in green from Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. And it is the Tigers of Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion, that you're seeing going out into the middle. They'll be looking to get that 101. Mubin. Not going to be that easy.
It's not going to be easy, but it is definitely chaseable. Tiger Club have shown good form in this tournament so far, so they'll fancy their chances, James.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to feel that on this wicket, it's dried out a bit. The outfield nice and dry now. Ball's going to travel on that outfield better than it was earlier on. A little bit of moisture on the ground earlier on today. And they're going to feel like they've got every single opportunity to get these runs, as it's going to be the first man up bowling for Tygerberg Cricket Club. Sorry, not for Tygerberg, for Kraaifontein.
Also the conditions are nice. The sun is out, James. The weather is great here, so it's good conditions for batting now.
Is indeed good conditions for batting. And the man out there on his back, number 12, it is. That's Ishmael September. Is going to be opening the bowling for the men from Kraaifontein. And let it see who's going to have bragging rights at the end of this. Not just bragging rights, but also who's going to give themselves a chance of being in that top 4, playing against maybe between 3 and 4 for that playoff place. Just a reminder here, as we look at Ishmael September's numbers, 6 matches, 11 overs, and 6 wickets. So he's been on fire. Didn't get a chance to bat earlier on today, but they didn't need him getting to that 100. A reminder, yesterday, Durbanville Cricket Club getting 111, and that was enough to get them over the line by 26 runs in that match, as it's Ishmael September away from us now. And he starts with one that is very close to that wide line, but umpire Jacob Slow, Poison, de Jong, maybe he's still giving the signal. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not that slow. Not that slow today. So it isn't a wide. And they start off with a dot. 101 needed off 59 balls. Beautifully played down the ground, but that's equally well stopped on his follow through. That must hurt.
That was firmly struck back there on his foot. It must hurt. If he doesn't feel it today, I think you'll feel it tomorrow morning, James.
Oh, what he did quite well there is he put his spikes down towards it, so that ball could have a few holes in it right now. So 2 dot balls so far, exactly the start his captain would have wanted. Pulled that one across the line to the man short at mid-wicket, and they get through for the single, but only just. We've already seen a couple of run-outs today. Do we want to see any more? Certainly not if you're Tygerberg Cricket Club. So we are looking at that replay, but as opposed to the other teams, what he did do really well there is he dived into his ground with his bat and then his entire body coming thereafter. So important to do that. We saw it in the first innings today. 2 batters out, not putting their bat on the ground and dragging it down there. As we look at our number 1 supporter there, he's got his Vuvuzela out now.
Vuvuzela's back in action.
A nasty play through the covers. Is that going to go all the way? I don't think so. It's going to be cut off there, and they're through for 2. They're not going to take the 3rd, not taking on the arm, which I think was a wise choice. As the men in green there, they are after those ones in the field. And certainly If you look at how he chased that one down, they're eager. They know they've got 100 to defend. Can they do it? They know that a place in that potential third and fourth playoff is waiting for them if they can get to this.
It's all to play for, James. All to play for.
Plays that one straight down the ground. It's in the air. Is it going to be caught? No, just bounces short. They're not going to go back for the second. He dives in. Is he going to be there? Is he going to be safe? I think this might be another referral from a one-day energizer Chamboy here in the third umpire slot. But one thing he did do there is he turned around and threw his bat across the line. Was it in the air? Has he got back? All those questions will be answered shortly. Just stops, sent back. We're looking at the replay right now. He picks it up. He manages to get his hand there, but I don't think he got it there in time. The hand as the bails go up. And the bat, where is it? Let's have a look. Think he's safe. Think he's just safe in his ground. What a great piece of work in the field. And by the bowler, fantastic stuff. Looking at that, you can see he's in his ground. It's going to be Energizer Chambai Mwande gives the decision. Not out. The Greens didn't manage to get that to go red. It stays green for Tygerberg Cricket Club, and they'll be happy with that.
They'll be happy with that result there. That was very fortunate. Nearly another run out, James.
Seen two already and a stumping. We don't want to see any more of those today, especially not if you're Tygerberg Cricket Club. They affected the runouts. They don't want to be damaged by runouts themselves. Nicely played, but straight to the man at mid-off. Only the single. So it's been a good over so far, and Ishmael just conceding the 5 off his over. And good stuff from Ishmael September. And so he'll be happy with that. Chaden Hendricks, is it? Yeah, Chaden Hendricks and Severiano Cupido, both in just single figures. 2 of 4, 3 of 2, 5 without loss after the first over.
Yeah, that first over going for 5 runs there. Ishmael September, 1 over for 5 runs. Good start from him, good positive start. Giving his team a chance here. And the pressure's now on Tygerberg Cricket Club here.
Indeed it is. The pressure's all on them. They know now they're a little bit short of that in the first over. Wanting to make sure that at the end of the power play, they're within touching distance of 10 and over. And they don't want to lose a wicket. That's the key thing here. Wickets in hand, you get to the end, you can start hitting out. You can hit those boundaries. We know on this field, you got the opportunity. The boundaries are in quite a bit. Sixes, there have been a lot of sixes we've seen hit here, as it's the new bowler, Orin Kotzer, and he's going to be bowling here from the golf course end. 5 wickets, 9 overs he's bowled, and he's away from us now.
Starts off nicely there, James. Unfortunately, the batsman could not connect to that. Nicely taken there by the wicketkeeper.
Pushed it through nicely, didn't he? Oh, that's a great shot down the ground, and the man at long on is coming around. I think he may well have saved that. Great stuff there from the fielder in the deep, and that fielder in the deep there is that man Diego Duplessis in front of us. He done exceptionally well to cut that one off, only the 2.
Excellent fielding there by Diego. He cuts off and he saves a certain 2 runs there. That would have been a 4. Good effort there in the field.
Yeah, he comes across to make some space for himself, and that's a good run once again. Through very quickly is the batter there at the other end, Severiano Cupido. Yeah, it's been good Kraaifontein so far. Fielding's been excellent so far of this over. The 4, I think it is, or no, it's just 3 of 3 deliveries. Doesn't get all of that by any means, and that's gone straight down to this man in front of us here. That's Darryl Losper, the captain at mid-wicket. Oh, he wants to hit the one out the park off the off spinner. He doesn't get hold of it. There is a man here at deep mid-wicket, And he thought maybe that one's coming towards me, but he just can't get hold of it.
Going for the
And
big heave there,
it
James.
was
Unfortunately,
indeed.
just mishit there. Was time.
That's gone straight down the ground. I think that one may well be cut off again by this young man. He does. What great football skills there. Take a trial at Manchester United, young man. You may well get in there. You never know.
Good
Eric
fielding.
Ten Hag's looking for somebody.
Good fielding there once again, James. That's a second boundary cut off there. Good soccer skills there by the fielder. I think Man
Excellent.
United will be proud of that, James. Definitely.
Yeah, they will be very proud of that. He did exceptionally well in cutting that one off. Just the two. very good skills. We'll be very happy with that. I mean, might even sign him for Leicester City.
You never know. We've got a Silver Fox next to us here.
Well, no, we, yeah, definitely from a Fox point of view, that's my team. Foxes forever, but we won't talk about that now. We're talking all about the cricket here, and it's such an exciting game, this. That was, again, a good over. Great fielding here on the boundary from that young man, Diego du Plessis, and he was making sure that he got that sorted out, and now he's going to have a job to do with the ball.
Yeah, indeed. Just to touch on the Kraaifontein Cricket Club's fielding, it's been some good throws into the wicketkeeper. They've cut off 2 boundaries as well. So good fielding all out so far after these 2 overs.
So he's taken 2 wickets off his 8 overs so far, Diego du Plessis. And he's going to want to make sure that he can get another wicket against that column. We've got it all to do here, Tygerberg. They're behind the 8 ball at the moment. That's a huge hit. It's up in the air. It's going to go all the way, and it is. It's gone all the way. And he's got his feet on the ground, but he's reaching for the sky, is that umpire, Jacob de Jong. And that's a really good shot. He picked that one beautifully. Plenty of elevation. We weren't sure it was going to go all the way, but he got plenty of it. And it bounces over there next to the advertising hoardings. In fact, the advertising hoardings of their team, MG Lion. It's gone all the way. Into the pads, but he's not going to get round to effect a run out. And that, I think, hit the batter on his follow through, gathered by the wicket keeper. Actually, good stuff there from JJ van der Sant behind the stumps and through for a single just off the pad. Just waiting there. I think signals already come through. 7 off the over so far, even though his analysis showing 6 for naught. 7 off the over with the leg by. Down the leg side, but did he get something? No, he didn't. So umpire slow poison de Jong signaling there. That's a wide. And he gives the signal twice just to make sure that the scorers have got it. Always important. Gets the signal from the scorers here. But Fozia here, Fozio Sylvester doing the scoring for us here. Long-time scorer and servant of Western Province cricket. Fantastic to have the scorers with us here today. That's another one. It's in the air. It's over the man at deep mid-wicket, and it's gone. Oh, my word. What a great attempt that was. I think that's Luanda Tuaku that gave that attempt. And in fact, it's not. It's Oren Kotza who went for that one. That was a great attempt at a catch. Just couldn't get hold of it. My word. How good was that?
That was a good effort there in the field. Unfortunately, he could not take that catch. And has landed safely. Luckily for Severiano Cupido, he survives.
Gets through for 2, which is very important for his team. So far, 10 off the over. Still 3 to go. So they are looking at that 25 to 27 range. That's just nicely tickled into the leg side. Fielded well there by the man at square leg. 20 without loss. 2 balls left in the power play. And this is looking like it's very even Stevens at the moment.
It is even Stevens at the moment, but Kraaifontein will need to pick up a wicket here to break this partnership. The runs are coming too easy here.
11 off 9 for Chaden. He's on strike. Plays that beautifully over the offside. What a shot. And that's gone all the way down to the boundary for 4. He's 15 off 10, and he's making that count. Gave himself some room. What a shot.
Excellent shot there. Gave himself a lot of room. He went over the top. Great shot there. 4 runs, signaled by the umpire.
Yeah, so umpire Jacob de Jong certainly looking at that signal there. We should have given that to in slow motion, and it would have definitely like that slow poison with that arm going out and back. Yeah, a bit like Steve Buckner. As this one, it is Chaden who just swings himself off his feet trying to hit that one out the ground, doesn't make contact. So the end of the power play, 24 without loss, and I think that the sort of place they would want to be. If I remember, it's 24 for 1 team from Kraaifontein were after their first 3 overs. So honours very much even as we get the umpires waving. We must just wave back, because that was really nice of him to wave at us there. They're signalling that's the end of the first power play and the start of the second power play. 5 players around outside the ring here now, and those are going to be a deep backward square, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and where else have we got a man? Deep cover. So we've got both a short fine and a short third, and it's going to be interesting to see now. So we've got the spinner coming on to bowl, and this is Oren Kotzer again, and that's a full toss, hit long, hard, high, but not far enough. He's taken the catch, and that catch there taken by number 16. That's Edgar Ringquest, and he's going to be desperately disappointed there. It's Severiano Cupido. That was a full toss, hit the bottom of the bat, and well taken by the man in the deep, Edgar Ringquest.
Yeah, unfortunately, Severiano Cupido has to walk back to the changing room. He could not get the full connection on his bat there and could not take full advantage of that full toss. Unfortunately, he has to go. He's caught on the boundary there by the fielder.
Fielder there was Edgar Ringquest. A really good take from him. And the new man coming in now is Bjorn Hollenbach for Tygerberg Cricket Club. Number 7 on his back. And he's going to be wanting to make sure he can do that. Yeah, Bjorn Hollenbach. 3 matches, 2 innings, 42 runs. And he has made a good contribution so far in just those 2 innings. So averaging 21 he is at the moment. There we go. That's going to be this man once again going to be bowling to him. And that is Oren Kotzer. Took a good wicket early on. And how often have we seen first ball, should I say, after the power play, that a wicket falls? And it's almost like they've forgotten that the fielders are out in the ring. Out of the ring, should I say. Anyway, now, going to be away from us now, Oren. Oh, that's just a misfield at backward point, or sorry, third. And he manages to get through for the single. You feel if he picked that up cleanly, could have been in for another run out potentially. Again. Tries a reverse sweep. Does Chaden Hendricks. And he's going to want to make sure that he stays there, surely. He's the key for them now. 15 off 12. Perhaps doesn't need to bring out the fancy shots yet. Oh, he bowled him. And that is a very good delivery. He gave himself space. He went back to a ball that, in fact, he should have been forward for. It was almost that he preconceived that he was going to play that shot, and he played it In fact, he missed it. He went onto the stumps, leg stump gone.
Yeah, he gave himself room there, tried to cut that ball away. Unfortunately, it hits the stumps, and he's got to walk. It's the second wicket down. And James, you were just talking about the power play. They've just lost 2 important wickets at the beginning of the second power play.
Not what they wanted at all. Got through the first power play, where you've only got 2 players in the ring, and all they need to do now is just knock it around, maybe get 1 boundary and over. See Nathan Adams coming in now, hasn't batted much, the captain, in for his second innings. Got 15 off his first innings. He's going to want to make sure that he stays there as he joins the batter that's also just come through to the crease. That's Bjorn Hollenbach. And so these two, with the loss of both Severiano Cupido and his opening partner, Chaden Hendricks, he's going to want to make sure that he doesn't lose another wicket. So only 1 off the over, 2 balls to come in the 4th over. And this could be a body blow for their attempts to get to that 100, Tygerberg Cricket Club. Has a good go at that one, but he's just not able to get there.
And yeah, the captain, Nathan Adams, he will need to take the responsibility here, James, and take his side home.
Yeah, he's going to want to do that. Bowled well earlier on today. Plays that nicely enough, but I think it's only going to be 1 as the man who took the catch earlier on in the over. Edgar Rinquest comes in for his position at long off, and they're just through for the signal. So 2 off the over only. That's just not enough.
Not enough, James. And also, more importantly, they've lost 2 wickets, 2 critical wickets in the second power play. So it's all in the favour of Kraaifontein Cricket Club now. They should be in the driver's seat in this game, James.
74 needed off 6 overs, so that means they've got to bat it over 12 and over now to win this game. And it's possible in this format. Anything's possible, but difficult task for them.
Very possible. Still lots of cricket to play, but that run rate is slowly going up. It's gone up to 12 now, as you see, James.
Yeah, losing wickets at 24 and 25. Change of bowler. And he's just trying to have a look at his run up there. Not quite sure who the bowler is now. It's going to be Juan Collison, who's going to be bowling from the south end of the ground, the town end, and waiting for him to come in now. That's a hit back. Oh, well done to stop that, although it was in fact a catch, and the batter's really alive to that. As he goes off and he's holding his hand, that really hurt. Yeah. That's his bowling hand as well. So is he going to be okay? We're going to have to see. Tried desperately to take this catch, stuck his hand out, and that must have hurt. Just went into the palm of the hand. In fact, more probably hit him where the thumb is, and he's going to need some ice on that, definitely. Might even need to replace him as a bowler. He really saw. Tried desperately to get the catch, didn't he? It was a good effort on his part, on his follow through, but he's in a lot of pain. You can see it on his face, and he's just now trying to get maybe some ice onto that, some water coming out, maybe some magic ice. There's magic ice that. They've got the medic out there. Been fantastic support here from the medics during the course of the tournament. It's being able to make sure that everybody who does have an injury is treated quickly. As we look at some of our sponsors, and Lord's Exchange, one of the team sponsors. Just a reminder that Kraaifontein Cricket Club sponsored by Billy 777, and then it's Tygerberg Cricket Club, the Tigers, sponsored by MG Lion, as we look at the Billy 777 signs. So this is, as a reminder to you, the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. And we're getting down to the business end of this competition now. We know Rondebosch and Durbanville both booked their places in the playoffs, number 1 and number 2. They've got some ice on that. Looks sore. Going to be bruised later on. Hopefully he'll be okay if they do get through to the playoffs here, Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They're currently in position number 6, position number 5. Tygerberg Cricket Club, both on 6 points. They're looking, both on 4 points. They're looking to get to 6 points and to challenge Belleville Cricket Club, who are ahead of them on 6 points. Milnerton and Belleville playing later on today. If Belleville get over the line there, then it looks like they're pretty much guaranteed of being in the playoffs, 3rd and 4th. So we've got 6 teams vying for those 2 positions underneath Rondebosch and Durbanville. And looks like Northern's Goodwood are out of it. Milnerton still have, with 2 matches to play, a chance to get into that playoff, but they need to win today. So these matches are all like knockout games. Good delivery there from Juan Collison, just inside that wide line. He has really come back well. That ice probably numbing that hand enough for him to be able to bowl that delivery.
Yeah, unfortunately he got a big sting on his right hand there, but he's come back nicely. He's recovered and he's bowling back. He's come back there nicely with that dot ball there, most importantly, James.
Bjorn Holland back on strike. Hit that one nicely, but it's straight to the man at deep mid-wicket. And there is just the single. And singles are not what Tygerberg need right now. Need to get a couple of bounds, at least 1 boundary and over. And we're only 3 balls away from the golf ticket strategic timeout. It's going to be PM that's going to be coming in to talk to you about that golf ticket strategic timeout. That's beautifully played over the offside, but it's down to the man at long off 1 bounce. Thought he might have got that a bit squarer there, Ethan Adams. So just the 2 balls left in the over. 72 needed off 32 deliveries. They're making life hard for themselves. This target looking more and more like 14 and over from here onwards.
Indeed, that target is getting bigger and bigger. Remember, they're chasing 101, James.
That's another good ball played again to the man at long off. They're not going to get 2 again. Great fielding from the team here of Kraaifontein, and they are definitely sitting with the advantage at the moment.
They just look more hungrier, more energetic in the field. And Tygerberg just need a few boundaries here to get back into this contest.
Got to go for 4 or 6 this last delivery. Plays it very forcibly into the leg side, and that may well have gone for 6, and it has! What a shot! What a shot. That's huge from the man there. That is the captain, Ethan Adams, and he's taken full toll of that. And so, before the strategic timeout, he managed to get that boundary, and it's going to be coming in to chat to you now about the golf ticket strategic timeout. It's going to be this man, PM, as we hand over to him right now to talk you through this.
समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का और हमारी गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर ड्रिंक्स कार्ट मैदान में पहुंच गई है, जहां पे क्राइफोंटेन और टाइगरबर्ग की टीम्स अपने अपने रिफ्रेशमेंट्स के लिए ड्रिंक्स कार्ट के पास पहुंच गई है। गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर ये ड्रिंक्स कार्ट है। मैं अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। ये है फुली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ फ्रॉम यूएई। आप अभी golfticket.com पे रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं और खेल सकते हैं अपनी किस्मत का खेल। golfticket.com पे आप रजिस्टर करिए और अपने सपनों को पूरा करने का मौका पाइए, अपने लक को आजमाइए, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। गल्फ टिकट ना कि सिर्फ इस स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट के हमारे स्पॉन्सर्स हैं, पर उन्होंने स्पॉन्सर किया है एज अ टाइटल स्पॉन्सर फॉर दिस लीग कॉल्ड गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग, T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल। देरी किस बात की है दोस्तों, अभी जाइए golfticket.com पे लॉगिन करिए, रजिस्टर करिए अपने अकाउंट को और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पाइए। खेलिए अपनी किस्मत का खेल, ओनली ऑन golfticket.com। और दोनों टीमों ने अपनी रणनीति अब बना ली है और इसी के साथ गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट में जो हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट है वो अब मैदान से बाहर आते हुए।
The Tygerberg Cricket Club here in Cape Town, and it's great to be back here with my colleague James King aka the Silver Fox. And just looking at all the sponsors of the Cape Town Club Cricket League 10, we have the next game coming up, and that's the Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Lord's Exchange. They'll be taking on the Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetPrix. And that game starts here 1:30 p.m. South African time, and 3:30 p.m. the UAE time, and 5 p.m. Indian Central time. James, it's back to the action here.
Yeah, it's going to be all action here, and it is 64 needed, 65 needed off 5 overs, so that's an easy calculation. 13 and over needed for the team here from Tygerberg Cricket Club, as it is going to be this man who took the catch, Edgar Rinquest, took that very good catch. He's into the attack, and that's hit beautifully, but it's straight down the throat of the man at the deep long off, and he takes the catch. That's a very good catch from number 5, Luanda Tuaku, and he didn't make a contribution with the bat earlier on today, but he certainly made a contribution here with that catch, and that is the young man who has taken that, and he does the drop kick afterwards. That's more like a punt, isn't it? Not a drop kick.
It was indeed a punt. It was a bit of a grubber, as we say in rugby, a grubber through. Great celebration, though, for the wicket.
And new batter, Matthew Florence, 2 innings, 13 runs, number 9 on his back. And he will hopefully be able to make a contribution for his team here with his captain, Ethan Adams. I think very important for the team here. Ethan Adams still there. Bjorn Hollenbach is the man who had to make way. 36 for 3 it is after the first ball of the 6th over, and a good catch there from Luanda Tuaku out in the deep, man who has represented Western Province this season. And it's going to be interesting to see how the left-hand, right-hand combination here combines to see if they can just upset the bowlers a bit. So Edgar Rinquest, first ball of his spell, he takes a wicket, and he was the man who took the catch earlier on in that long off position to get the second wicket, in fact the first wicket that went down, second wicket bowled, and third wicket down now as well. Around the wicket to the left-hander, that one's straying down the leg side, you feel, so only half an appeal. Maybe more to try and put the batter off running rather than anything else. So he was around the wicket with his off spinners to the left-hander. Now he's going to be rolling over the wicket to the captain, Ethan Adams. He's going to want to try and clear the boundary again this over. And is that gone? Is that gone? It's gone, it's gone, it's gone! It's miles, it's gone miles over into the field, down to our right-hand side, and he does, indeed he does, get that over the boundary rope.
It's Captain Fantastic. Ethan Adams, second 6 in a row. He's not holding back here. He's going to go after it, James. Fantastic shot.
Oh, he has to go after it, doesn't he? Got no choice. He's got to make sure that his team gets over the line, and that gives him a bit more of impetus around this. 3 balls gone off the over so far, and 7 runs so far. That wicket, and then a single, and then that 6. And tell you something, Edgar Rinquest bowls that one short again. It's going to travel yet again. You cannot be short on this wicket. And this time it's full toss, and it's also a no ball. So this is going to be interesting to see. Are they going to manage to go? Oh, he drops the ball. Oh, my word. I think that would have been run out. It was such a good throw in the deep from Luanda Tuaku. And it's a no ball. So we're going to see Ivan Bylaws de Jong. There he is. He's going to signal now. I'm sure that that's going to be a free hit. But that's not what you want. And certainly not to Ethan Adams. He's on strike, as we see Bylaws de Jong there, signalling. He's got that swirl above his head going really well. Oh, he's not able to take full toll of that free hit, but they're through for the single. And that throw is very wide. And so just a bit difficult for the man in the deep here. I think it's who's down here in front of us. Not quite sure. We'll tell you now. Anyway. Bowling around the wicket to the left-hander. And the man in front of us here, Diego Duplessis. That's beautifully played. You can hear it. And that's pierced the field. It's a lovely shot. They're only going to get through for 2, I think, and they settle for 2 as the throw's coming in now, and that's not a bad throw through to JJ van der Sant, the wicket keeper. And so Tygerberg Cricket Club just 1 away from 50, and it's been a good over for them. 13 so far, still 1 ball to come. They lost the wicket off the first ball, but they've come back really well.
They've come back really well, yeah.
That's no run. He's going to get back quickly, is he? Yes, he does. That would have been run out, no question at all, had they gone through for the run. And my word, they're giving us some grey hairs here. If you're a Tygerberg cricket supporter, hold on to your hats. Make sure everything's battened down. It's going to be really, really interesting. 6 overs gone, 49 on the board. They need 52 to win, and they need that 52 off just 24 deliveries. So looking at exactly 14 and over they're going to be wanting to get here. So 52 needed, and they need that off 4 overs.
Yeah, James, I think at this stage they just need that 1 big over just to get them back into the game, and that'll sort of relieve the run rate a little bit as well.
They do 13 and over, apologies. Exactly 13 and over needed from here for them.
So James, an over like maybe 24 or 20 runs conceded would bring them back into this contest.
I certainly would put them back in the driving seat. It's going to be Diego du Plessis, number 11 on his back. He's going to be bowling towards us from the town end of the ground. He's bowling to that man, Nathan Adams, 18 off 8. Great strike rate. Oh, he's bowled him. And he's just so unfortunate there. Just dipped on him as he was trying to play that one into the offside. And he's a bit of a wry shake of the head there as that one just goes off the inside edge and onto his stumps. And he has to go. He doesn't want to go, but he's going to have to go. And that's 18. He scored off 9 deliveries, batting at 200 strike rate. He did so well. And he has to go, though, unfortunately, for his team and for him. And that's the 4th wicket down for Tygerberg Cricket Club, and their task just got a whole lot more difficult.
Unfortunately, the captain has to walk back to the changing room. Nathan Adams, inside edge, and gets bowled. And the new man to the crease is number 2.
Wonders Julies it is, coming in. But even more unlucky, in fact, I didn't see that. Hit his back foot and then onto the off stump. So difficult for him. I mean, you just have to feel for him. As Mondras Julies, we say, hasn't played yet in the tournament so far. He's going to want to make an impression straight up, the young man. And he's at the crease, and he's going to be facing the delivery from the bowler, Diego du Plessis. And Diego du Plessis has been successful now. First over went for plenty, 14. But now he's got a wicket. He's going to feel a lot happier about that.
Indeed. And all the pressures now on Tygerberg Cricket Club. It's getting tougher and tougher for them here to chase this 52 runs off 23 balls, James.
Yeah, not an easy target at all. They're running quickly, the first one. They're not going to take the second, surely. No, they're not. And they wisely decide against that as that is played down to the man at deep mid-wicket, and he throws it in very quickly. So to be the left-handed man on strike, that is Matthew. Just trying to find the name here for them. Matthew Florence it is, who's on strike at the moment, number 9. What can he do? What can he and his partner do here? Play that one down the ground over the bowler's head. And they're going to turn. No, they're not going to turn for 2, wisely so. Once again, certainly would have been a wicket had that been the case. And it is going to be this man, Diego du Plessis. He's bowled 3 overs, 3 balls so far in this over. Gone for 2 only and taken a wicket. Not the over that Tygerberg wanted. He still sends a 20-run over, could still turn it in their favour. Oh, he bowled him! Oh, my word. And that, again, off the inside edge, onto the stumps. And this now, as Tygerberg's effort here starts falling into disarray. How unfortunate that is. In fact, off the pad it was, perhaps a bit of an edge first, but off the pad onto the off stump, and that is just desperately unlucky for the men in black. And the Tigers looking like their roar has evaded them at the moment.
It's all happening out there. Unfortunately, losing another wicket here, Tygerberg. They're in all sorts of trouble here. The task is becoming bigger now for them. And the new man at the crease is Junaid Qasim, the wicketkeeper.
He's done well so far. 3 innings, 30 runs, but he's going to be wanting to get more than 10 here. Needs to get at least 20, 30 perhaps for his team to get over the line. And he's going to need to get them exceptionally quickly. There's only 20 balls left, and they still need exactly 50 to win. So my calculation says to me that if you got that, you're going to need to be getting it's 2.5 runs a ball. So really, really difficult. That's looking like you're going to have to get 15 runs and over from here.
Desperate, we need boundaries, James. Boundaries and sixes here to stay in this contest.
Yeah, they need them. They need 4s, they need 6s, they need anything to go over the rope. That's played nicely into the leg side, but he's not going to get more than 1. And that's not what they need right now. So let's see if the left-hander, number 9 on his back, left-hander for them, Matthew Florence, let's see what he can do. Will this left-hand right-arm combination be able to just upset the bowler a bit? But here's Diego Duplessis, who's done a job for his team here. Just the 3 runs off the over. He's going to bowl around the wicket now. That's a beautiful shot into the deep. They're only going to get the 1 as the man comes round from long off. That was really nicely played. So maybe there's still hope for Tygerberg Cricket Club. 3 overs to go. 48 runs needed. That's 16 runs and over. Where there's life, there's hope, they say.
James, you're being very optimistic here. I love that positive vibe from you. But it is a very difficult task here for Tygerberg Cricket Club. We're just looking at the bowling stats here of the Kraaifontein Cricket Club. And we've seen there Oren Kotze and Diego Duplessis doing the work, James. Picking 2 wickets apiece up.
Oh, it's that spell from Oren Kotze, 2 for 6 in his 2 overs. As we look at the fixture later on today, Milnerton Cricket Club, sponsored by Laws Exchange, against Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. That's on at 1:30 p.m. and 3:30 p.m. UAE time, and that is 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And yeah, so 1:30 p.m. South African Standard Time, and it is BetBrick 7, the sponsor there of Belleville Cricket Club. That is a wide signal here by Ivan de Jong. And so the new bowler from this end, number 7, Malwande Zamo, who's bowling away from us now. And he just concedes the 1 run so far off that wide. What can the batter do here? Matthew's trying to get that one down. Is Matthew Florence, but he can't make contact. There is a man down there on the boundary at 3rd, so not really a percentage shot, that. Yeah, no, he was just not able to get hold of that one. Was inside that wide line, just right arm over the wicket. There's another wild swing, and he should be careful not to get run out there. Just holding that pose, and not quite really. He looked all at sea there against that one, and it's 2 overs, 2 balls gone in the over. Just the 1 run. It's definitely getting away here.
It's getting away. The pressure's mounting. Unfortunately, it's 2 dot balls here. Something needs to happen here soon.
That's something happening is not what they need. Is just another single as Luanda Tuaku's around from his position at mid-off. And long off, and makes a very good return in to the bowler. Yeah, they need at least 2 6s. We're on the Hollywood score at the moment, 5-5-5, 55 for 5 it is. All know the telephone numbers of Hollywood all start with 555. That's beautifully played through the offside, but there's a man on the cover boundary, so it's not going to go for more than just the single. This really is outstanding stuff. Mwande Zamo, 5 wickets out for his 9 overs he's bowled so far in the tournament in 5 outings. So he's done really well so far. He's been exceptionally economical in this over so far. Trying to make something happen. That's a glorious shot through the offside. Not sure if the man's going to make it. He doesn't. And so that's the boundary they were looking for. And that was really beautifully played by the left-handed batter there. He made that really work for him, has Matthew Florence this time. And pierces that offside boundary. He's going to need at least 3 of those every over for the next few overs for them to get over the line here. And just ebbing away. 41 needed, 13 balls. That's a huge task. 3 runs a ball. Full go at that one, and once again he has to be careful not to get run out. And that's been a really good over from Mwande Zamo. He's really pumped there. 7 off the over, and they needed more than double that. As we look at the cards, 60 for 5, 41 needed off 2 overs. That's a huge task.
A huge task indeed. 41 required of 2 overs. And unfortunately, I think the contest is over now, James. But you never know. Cricket's a strange game. Things can happen, but there'll be a mountain for them to climb at this stage. They were looking at the bowling stats. And that man again, Oren Kutser, has been the best bowler today with 2 wickets and only conceded 6 runs in his spell. And we see Diego du Plessis as well, going 2 for 18. And Edgar Rinquist also picking up that 1 wicket for 12 runs. So after 8 overs, the score is 60 for 5, James.
So it's going to be Juan Collison who's going to be taking up the attack from the town end. And at the moment, it looks like the team from Tygerberg are on a Collison course to lose this game.
Starts off with a dot ball. Not a good way to start the over for Tygerberg Cricket Club.
No, it's a good delivery, though. Outside the line of off stump, full pitch. It's what you want when you're bowling in the death overs. 11 balls, 41 runs. I think you're probably right here, Mubin. Maybe a bridge too far for the team from Tygerberg Cricket Club.
Big bridge too far here.
Another one that he swings and misses. Just losing his composure here a little bit, the young man. Nothing he can do. Junaid Qasim, the wicket-keeper, played a brilliant role earlier on in the field. Great stumping and also picked out that run out exceptionally well. But now he needs to perform with the bat. He's going to have to bowl that one again.
Oh, that's a bit of a loose delivery there. Wide delivery.
40 off 10. So that equation looks quite simple then. Take 40, divide it by 10, and what are you left with? 4 runs a ball. Every single ball has to go for a 4 or a 6 now. Or a wide, maybe. Another 40 of those and Tiger will be over the line.
I think the Juan just needs to keep it tight here. Does not lose his way. It's 2 wides in a row. And there's still 4 deliveries to come as well. So he needs to keep his discipline as well, yeah? Not lose shape.
Definitely. Keep it there outside the off stump. That's it. That's where he wants it to be. It's in the air. It's going to land safe. It is. They don't need to worry about that as they give away an extra run. That's not what they wanted. And that bit of sloppy in the field, which hasn't been the case. I mean, Kraaifontein been brilliant in the field so far.
They've been excellent so far. And I said earlier, they've been energetic, they've been enthusiastic, and it's been a great effort. But on that occasion, it was a bit sloppy there.
Across the line again, but that's only going to go into the man at deep mid-wicket. Only through for the single. It's not enough. Now, the total needed, they need 36 off 8 deliveries. It's starting to become almost an impossible task now, even in the cricketing terms. I mean, you reckon they wouldn't get this. Nice shot again into the offside, and he would have been gone if that one had hit. A good throw in from the man at that extra cover position, but not able to affect the run out. But it's one run anyway, and one run is not what's needed right now by Tygerberg. Exactly what's needed by Kraaifontein, and they look like they're going to be going ahead and see if they can get into that final playoff spot. It's again across the line, and that's just gone out to the man at deeps backwards square for yet another single. Oh, just not enough. The 7 balls, in fact 6 balls left now, and scores 67 for the loss of 5 after 9 overs. So 34 needed off the final over, and that calculation will tell you that they need 5 sixes and a 4 off the last over to Tygerberg to get this over the line. They need Herschel Gibbs out there right now, or Yuvraj Singh.
Yeah, that's true, James, but it's going to be a bit of a tough task here. I don't think they'll be able to reach this total. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good total of 100 scored by Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777 in their attempt at the crease earlier on today. And the team from Tygerberg, the Tigers of Tygerberg, they're just not able to get over the line here. It's 34 needed off the last over, and just these 2 men at strike. 5 wickets down it is, 67 for the loss of 5. And it's all fallen apart a bit there after the power play, when they lost 2 wickets in that 4th over. It's that beautifully, and that's going to go wide over the boundary at long on for 6. And he started off really well here as Matthew Florence is giving it everything.
That occasion was Junaid Kasim, the wicketkeeper, going downtown there. It's a little bit too late though, but good shot nonetheless.
Was indeed a great shot from Junaid Kasim. Thank you very much there, Mubin, for correcting me on that one. The right-hander, of course. Should have been easy for me to pick that one up. And it goes beautifully played over there. So that's the first of the 5 sixes needed in the over. And that's not the second that goes backward a point, backward a square on the leg side. And then through for just the 2. And that's not, well, no, not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. They need to score 5 sixes and a 4. So unless there is an extra here or a couple of extras, it's going to be difficult for them to get anywhere near this final target. It was always going to be difficult.
Absolutely, it was always going to be difficult. They just left it too late. Now it was a mountain from that second power play. They just lost it.
Another one, that's also gone a long way. Is it over the head of the fielder? No, the man's coming underneath and he takes the catch. No, he doesn't. He drops it, but they only go through for the single. And that was, he's kicking himself now is the batter. They didn't come back for 2. Just watched it as it went into the hands of the fielder and thought that he was going to take that for all love and money. Looked like he was really set underneath it. I think he was a bit unsure where the boundary was behind him and just dropped that in the end. But that's not going to be meaning anything in the greater scheme of things, because it's 3 balls gone in the over and they still need 25 to win. That's a great delivery. Very good bowling from Ishmael September here. He's got a big smile on his face. He knows it's done. He knows his work is done. He knows that his bowling has contributed to a great win here for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. And they're in with a chance now of getting into the playoffs for this big prize of 50,000 rand. That's a great shot down the ground. Is it going to go all the way? Just the one bounce 4 into the ropes. And a signal there by Ivan de Jong. And that is a good shot down the ground. But it's too little, too late for this team from Tygerberg, as it is, in fact, that man who's at bat, the left-hander, who plays that one down the ground. Matthew Florence bowled him. Last ball, and he's bowled. He went down the wicket trying to get there, and he wasn't able to effect the shot. And so it all ends with a wicket, ends 6 down, 80 runs on the board. And that is the end of the innings for the team from Tygerberg. And unfortunately for them, not able to get over the line. They lose by 20 runs exactly. and I'll be going off shortly now to chat to the captains and then to hand it over to you for the discussions there, as Tygerberg now can't make the last four. That's their last game in the round robin phase of the tournament, and we're going to have to wait and see how the other results come together to see if Kraaifontein have made it into the final four. And I'm going to go off and do the post-match discussions with the captains, and Mubin will take you through the scorecard.
Yeah, thanks, James. And as we see that scorecard there, Tygerberg Cricket Club, unfortunately, only could manage 80 runs for 6 wickets in their 10 overs. And we see there that top score was the captain, Nathan Adams. We just look at the bowling stats here. And we see Aaron Kutzer. He was the best bowler today, picking up 2 wickets for 6 runs. And Diego du Plessis as well, picking up 2 for 18 runs. And he was well supported by Edgar Inquist, who picked up 1 wicket for 12 runs, as well as Ishmael September, who also picked up 1 wicket for 18 runs. So in the end, Tygerberg could not reach that total of 101. They were 21 runs short here, unfortunately, in the end. And Tygerberg Cricket Club are also knocked out of this tournament. They cannot make the playoffs now, sadly for them. And yeah, we'll just hand over to, here we go here, the highlights package. Unfortunately, they could not get going today. In the end, they were 21 runs short. As I mentioned, they could not reach that 101 total. We see some superb fielding today by Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Some good bowling there by Ishmael September. Captain Nathan Adams, who unfortunately could not take his team home today at the Tygerberg Cricket Club here in Cape Town on this beautiful sunny afternoon. Some lusty blows were played. And in the end, from myself, Rubin Mohammed and James King, it's goodbye.
So we're here at the post-match discussions with the captains. I'm going to call upon the losing captain, Nathan Adams, to come and speak to us first from Tygerberg Cricket Club, sponsored by AMG Lion. Nathan, tough match out there today.
Yeah, very disappointing in our efforts today. We just couldn't hit our straps, and it caused us to lose the game, yeah.
Well, that was a good total that Kraaifontein put on the board there, that 100, but you felt you would always win with a chance of chasing it.
Yeah, we always felt we had a chance of chasing it, but yeah, they batted well in the back end, and that's what cost us the game.
You were looking good at the end of the power play, 24 without loss, and then those 2 wickets in that 4th over probably set you back the most, I would think.
Yeah, we just couldn't kick on the gear after the power play. Obviously, 5 fielders outside of the ring, you need to run every ball and hit the boundary, so the run rate was always on us. So a dot ball puts you majorly under pressure, so yeah.
And now you're out of the tournament now, and no chance now of getting through to that final 3 or 4 position. but you've had a fun time out here so far. Just in terms of the tournament, how have you found it?
The tournament is very exciting, fantastic tournament. It's good experience for the youngsters and the guys. It's something new. It's exciting, so yeah, we've really enjoyed it.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much for being part of the tournament. To everybody at Tygerberg Cricket Club, thank you so much, and we just wish you all the best for the off-season and hope that it's going to be a great season coming forward to in the 2024-25 season.
Yeah, thank you to all the sponsors and the organisers. It was a fantastic tournament. We really enjoyed ourselves, and all of the best for the future. Hopefully we can participate next year and we can come and put up a fight.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Cheers, thank you.
And now we're going to go to the winning captain, Daryl Losper of Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Daryl, great win for you guys today.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I think that was a much-needed win for us.
And you scored 100. You said you would have probably batted on this surface, so not too unhappy with that total, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, I think that wicket has been used for quite a while now, and I think at this stage of the tournament, scoreboard pressure does count. And if you do manage to post a good score like we managed to do this morning, then I think scoreboard does count to the end.
You had a good innings out there, but and you looked like you were very happy that you got out, but you were batting really well.
Yeah, no, I seem to have been striking them well again this morning. Disappointing in the way that I got out. Would have liked to maybe kick on, but I'm just glad that I could put my team on the front foot and in a good position.
Well, that you certainly did, and then the bowling effort really outstanding from your team. Oren Kotzer 2 for 6, outstanding stuff from him.
Yeah, no, look, I think the young man has had a very good tournament for us so far. I think he even asked to bowl in the power play as well, and that just shows the effort and the courage of the young man to be bowling that well as well. So all credit to him.
You think that those 2 wickets you got in that 4th over were absolutely crucial for you? I mean, it looked like honours were quite even up until that point.
Yes, 100%. That we know the 2 opening batsmen are very explosive, and to get the 2 of them before the strategic break, we knew that counted in our favour as well. And obviously coming back then to bat after that, we know as a team how difficult it is to bat after that. So to get the breakthrough then was very helpful for us.
So now you're on 6 points. You got a chance of getting through to the playoffs, 3rd or 4th. Puts you right up there. This would have helped you from a net run rate point of view as well. So hoping that you can perhaps be in that final 2 spots for the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully. Look, if we can make it, it will be great. Obviously, the game on Saturday slipped us up a bit. But with the effort that we gave this morning, with us scoring 100, I just asked the bowlers just to try and keep them to as little as possible, just to try and push our net run rate up a bit. But now I guess the cricketing gods has to do their work, and we just have to wait for the next result now.
Well, we'll see. And if it is the fact that you get through to the 3 and 4 playoff, we wish you all the best. And if this has been your last match in the tournament, once again, wishing you all the best for the new season and in the off season, just in terms of your prep. But have you enjoyed the tournament?
Yes, no, 100%. This has been a very good learning experience for us all. We can't develop a player in this 10 overs, but I think it's mainly based on skill. So test your skill more as a player and things like that. But I do think it's a good thing going forward. Our boys has definitely learned a lot, and it's bringing a different dimension into our cricket as well. I definitely do think so.
Well, that's wonderful. We hope there is going to be a tournament next year and that you'll be also participating in that. So just final words from you on how you feel things are going to go.
No, 100%. Look, if this initiative can come back, I think it would be a thing that would bring a lot of the older guys maybe back. I won't say older, but the guys that can still qualify, because I do feel that there's still a lot of quality cricketers in Cape Town that's not playing in this particular tournament. So should there be another opportunity for this next year, I would 100% vouch for it as well.
Well, thank you so much for your comments and all the best. Let's hope from your point of view you do manage to get through to those playoffs.
Thank you very much.
That's all from the post-match discussions with the captains, and now it's just back to the commentators for the final wrap.
And coming up in the next match, we see that the Milnerton Cricket Club will be sponsored by Lord's Exchange, will be taking on the Belleville Cricket Club, and they are sponsored by BetBrick 7. And that match starts at 5 p.m. Indian Central Time, 3:30 p.m. the UAE time, and also 1:30 p.m. South African time. From myself, Mubin Mohammed, and the Silver Box, James King, it's good afternoon, and see you at the next game.